Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva had a daughter who was single for a long time. He was having difficulty and challenge being mishadech, marrying off his daughter, which makes me feel good, because if Rabbi Akiva is having trouble marrying off his children, then we also can take consolation that our struggles and challenges, we're in good company, and God willing, we're about to marry ourselves off and our children off as well. The Gemara tells us something unbelievable, that an astrologer approached Rabbi Akiva and told him that his daughter was going to die on her wedding day. Now, whether we believe in astrology or not, we'll leave that aside. But for some reason, Rabbi Akiva was makabel, he accepted what this astrologer had told him. And I guess he prayed for her, he worried, but in the end he said, look, this is what Hashem has decreed. This is what God has decided. I still need to marry my daughter. And he found someone who's willing to marry her. And the day of the wedding comes. And all the time, you can imagine, Rabbi Akiva is on shpilkas. He's very, very nervous. But his daughter gets married. And the day proceeds. And she's still alive. The next day approaches her. And he goes up to her and says, tell me, how are you still alive? And she's like, what do you mean? Because did anything unusual happen on your wedding day that I should have known about? And she's like, no, I woke up, I prayed, I then got ready for the wedding, I went to my room, I put on my makeup, I put on my dress, I did my hair, you know? And he says, tell me more about this. What actually happened when you were getting ready for the wedding? She's like, well, while I was getting ready, it was very, very busy, and I was running around, but you know what? A guy came to the door and he was asking for some food. And everyone was too busy, so I ran. And I got some food and I went to the door and I gave this poor person some of the wedding food that we had not eaten. And he says, what else happened? And she goes, yeah, while I was doing my hair, I was, doing my usual stuff, and I had my pin and I was doing it, and I put it in the wall, and then I put on my makeup. Rabbi Akiva went to the room where she was doing her makeup and hair, and he saw the pin that she had in her hair in the wall. And he pulled it out, and on the other side of the wall, there was a snake, a deadly snake, that had been stabbed by a pin and had fallen and died. And he said, I see that the reason that you were able to save yourself from this venomous snake was because you did chesed. And Rabbi Akiva, for the rest of his life, went around teaching that if you do chesed for other people, a small thing, and I'm going to show you today, it could be something minuscule, the chance of you having a Yeshua, even if it's decreed in heaven for some reason, lo aleinu, that a person should lose their life on a certain day, Hashem can ignore that gezerah, that decree, and a person can live a long and healthy life. It could take just one small act. And that's what Rabbi Akiva taught the rest of his days, based on what happened to his daughter on that day.